Greetings, ladies and gentlefish, and welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. Now, before we continue, I just want to get you in the mindset of someone playing this game for the first time. This game originally came out on the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation X, depending on which version you had. And the game consisted of 4 discs, which was the most of any Final Fantasy game to date. No, joint highest of any Final Fantasy game to date. Final Fantasy VII was on 3 discs. Final Fantasy VIII, I think, was on 4, possibly 3. Final Fantasy IX was definitely on 4. This is disc 3 still. So what's going to happen next? You could have slightly reworked this to be the ending of the game, and a lot of developers might have made this the ending of the game. And in some ways, with the right tweaks, this might actually have made a better ending than the real ending, which we're going to get to. But it is what it is. We are not at the end of the game yet. Just saying that so that you are in the mindset of someone playing this for the first time. You know you're not at the end of the game yet because there's another whole disc. Anyway, make sure that you've got Bird Killer, Man Eater, Dragon Killer, if you're using Freya, equipped. Make sure you've got Locomotion equipped. And other useful abilities are things like auto regen, maybe auto life if you're a little under leveled. And yeah, we're ready to go. Oh, and make sure you've got stuff that absorbs wind damage. On which note, you need to go this way. Danger ahead, Kupo. Do you still want to go on, Kupo? The game's way of going, bosses, 3 of them. Are you sure? Yes, we're sure. There's the observatory. You told me you'd become my angel of death. But think for a moment. Isn't life death itself? It must kill other life forms to survive. Sometimes it even kills those with whom it shares blood. To live is to give life meaning, yet one must take others' lives to survive. A mature civilization becomes aware of this paradox. Terra's souls will sleep until they forget such nonsense. They will begin a new life. In a new dimension. It's a world in which life and death become one. Not really, well, potentially he's hinting at some of the ending here, but this is the sort of nihilistic undertones that a number of the games in this franchise have. That is the dimension in which we are meant to live, as beings that transcend life and death. Zidane, I'll ask you one more time. Who are you? You're a sad man, Garland. We know more than you. We're not perfect, but we have friends who help us. That is reason enough for us to live. I may not know who I really am, but that is my question alone to answer. All the party you bring with you, they'll each say their own little line here, so you'll see different things here depending on who you bring with. It took us a long time, but we've all found our way. We may be weak, but that's what makes us work together and help one another. Then show me, lecture me again when you are on the verge of death. Silver Dragon! This is the dragon that Kuja used to ride around on. Right, this is very much an attack is the best form of defense kind of fight, so just briefly. Of the 3 bosses, this one potentially actually hits the hardest, but has the least HP. This thing only packs around about 24,000 health, but it does do a lot of damage if you're not prepared. What do you mean if you're not prepared? I mean a lot of its damage is wind-based. Remember all those items we equipped to get rid of wind damage? Yeah, that ain't going to do so much now, is it, mate? You can just go all out on this guy and kill him relatively quickly. Alternatively, you can have Zidane steal a bunch of items, which is what I'm going to do. He is weak to Bird Killer, Dragon Killer, hence I suggested those abilities, and Ice Element. So, if for whatever reason your Steiner still has an Ice brand equipped, or you've got Freya with the, can't remember what it's called, is there an Icy Spear, I think it is, or whatever the name is, or just have Vivi cast Blizzaga at its face, or use Steiner's Sword Magic Blizzaga, or summon Shiva, they'll all do the job. Stole Kaiser Knuckles, that's a good start. We like this start. Shockwave! Okay, that's not wind damage, and that counts as a physical attack against everybody in the party, but it didn't do a huge amount of damage, so, you know, it's all gravy. I'm not actually going to have Steiner use his sword magic. I don't want to do too much damage because I want to give Zidane enough time to steal stuff. Aerial Slash! Guess what element that has? Oh wait. Steiner took like 200 damage and that was it. Stole Dragon Mail. I'm not throwing a Pikachu at it, shut up! I know it's flying, but that's not the point. And you can see with auto regen and resistance to wind attacks, I mean, I'm taking very little damage here. Hey, Steiner even dodged that physical attack. Stole Elixir. I'm pretty sure I've now stolen everything it's got, but just to be on the safe side, Zidane's going to do one more steal. Shockwave. Now, if you're not prepared for this fight, this guy hits like a truck, trust me. I mean, you can see that actually, even though I am prepared, Zidane's HP has still gone very low. Oh, Steiner's entered a trance. Well, this is going to be quick. When Steiner enters a trance, can't remember if I've ever said before, he triples his attack power. Oh, yeah, doesn't have anything. Just going to throw a Cura at Zidane in case. So, if you're not prepared for this fight, and actually the dragon hasn't used its most damaging move, which is Twister. But again, if you're not prepared for this fight, it hits like a truck. If you are prepared, it does a good impression of a rabbit, and you're the truck in this scenario. So, yeah. 6,400 damage from Steiner. And Zidane gets the killing blow, which seems a bit cheap, as this is the only time he's attacked. The rest of the time he was stealing stuff. Goodbye, Mr. Silver Dragon. Kuja no longer has his ride. I have anti-pimped it. There we go. Silver Dragon, gone. That's the one, as I say, it will catch you unawares if you're not prepared. But if you are prepared, you can really shank it. Lots of abilities. That's also the only boss that actually gives you a reward for defeating it, for reasons that will become apparent. Garland, tell me, what is it that you want to accomplish? The restoration of Terra, isn't it obvious? No. That's what the people of Terra want. Why aren't you asleep with the rest of them? I was created to oversee Terra. I exist to wait for a time when this world is without life or death. He was created to oversee Terra. So, speculation time. I wonder if that means he was also a genome and he's just a vessel for someone's soul, blah 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 blah. The game never really gets into that too much. I exist to wait for a time when this world is without life or death. This will come back to the ending of this game, but I think this is a whole sort of badly executed subplot that didn't need to be in there. I am the absolute controller of this planet. And then, just as a game's way of going, you lose the awesome area music and you get the standard boss theme against Garland. With his creepy blackness. So again, I'm just going to have Zidane steal things and we'll see how this goes. Now, this guy casts magic at one character at a time. He doesn't do any AoEs, which is quite nice of him. He also uses stop magic, which is why we all have locomotion equipped to get around that little problem. There aren't really any specific tactics for this battle. Steal everything he has, because why not? He's weak to Man-Eater, so that's why I've got that equipped, and just wail him down. He does do Psychokinesis, which does some damage, but I'm just going to auto-regen that back. And, yeah, we're just going to burn this bugger to the ground. He has about 42,000 health, which is so a notable step up from the 25,000 that the Silver Dragon has. Wave! This is not exactly the hardest boss fight in the world. I mean, he hit Zidane for almost 2k, sure, but Zidane's just going to heal all that back because auto-regen in this game is totally balanced. Just a point to note, the amount you The amount of health you gain from regen ability is linked to your spirit stat. So if you want to gain more health, have a higher spirit stat. Sorry? Or be a white mage, yes, sure. Oh no! Dagger has not been stopped. Couldn't steal anything. Come on, Zidane. Pay your way. Steal all his things. Oh no, you cast flare at me. Whatever shall I do? Okay, so a fair point that Loki just brought up. If Garland is a genome, then does that mean that later on in life Zidane's going to suffer from male pattern baldness? Time will tell. Psychokinesis. So if you choose to steal from Garland, this fight is slightly on the longer side, but it's not hard. You can see I brought a healer with me, but I'm not exactly using it very much, am I? Couldn't steal anything. God damn it, Zidane, make yourself useful. Well, if we run out of items to steal, Zidane will just pummel him in the face. Also, have you noticed Garland's chest? He's got this weird kind of power core. So I guess he's not a genome, it's more like he's an android or something powered by whatever the hell that is. Not the power of love and friendship. Let's throw an Osmos at his face. There we go, VV doing return magic. Garland is immune to stop himself. It would have been hilarious if that had defeated him, but no. Osmos, I want your MP, Garland. Give me your MP. Oh, 0, really? Oh, screw you, game. Sorry? No, he's got 9,999 MP. He doesn't run out. It's just occasionally the game gives you opponents who are immune to the effects of Osmos. It's really irritating. So I'll just have to throw an ether at VV at some point. It's no biggie. Let's throw... What am I going to throw? Let's throw some water at Garland. Yes, I know Dagger's in a trance, but I don't really want to use her Eidolon ability. So, when she's in a trance, Dagger's summon command turns into Eidolon. You summon a summon with a thunk, and it keeps attacking, rather than it just being a one-off. It just keeps going. Oh no, VV, watch out for the lack of meaningful damage you will take. Doesn't have anything. Oh, I've stolen everything now. Cool. So let's just whale this guy down. And then he will be dead. And that'll be that fight over. No, you cast flare on VV, you filthy swine. Actually, you've got chemist, so I'm going to have you throw the ether at VV. Let's do some sword magic. Thunderga sword. Let's throw that into the mix. Karaga. So, Garland's defences are respectable, and you don't get the double killer working as we did on the dragon, you know, bird killer. Oh no, I didn't have dragon killer equipped anyway because I don't have Freya. Ether restores a good amount of MP. And let's do this all over again. Let's do Bio this time. Oh no! Dagger has taken a flare to the face. Whatever will she do? Take some damage and then regen it back, basically. Thunderga sword! There we go. And Zidane gets the killing blow again. You kill-stealing bastard, Zidane. That's the second boss in a row and you're just like, oh, you guys have done most of the damage. Yoink! Kills mine. You fight well. Give it up, Garland. What? What the... Enter player 3. You know I said there were 3 bosses. This is too easy. The invincible is mine, now I have the power to control all souls. Garland gave me everything without a fight. The old fool was too busy dealing with him. Now only death awaits him. Poor Garland, bitten by his own dog. This is no accident. Fate has chosen me to become the new ruler of Terra. Time for me to put on the finishing touches. So Captain Guyliner has arrived. And then levitates down because, of course, he does. I must say, I truly love you all. You not only broke the seal to Terra, but did me the favour of defeating Garland. Zidane, you are truly an extraordinary genome, deserving of my love. Gesundheit. What are you doing here, Kuja? That's not a very nice way to greet your brother. Shut up, you're no brother of mine. Oh, such ferocity, Master Garland. He intends to fight Terra. Kuja, what are you scheming? Scheming? Me? Watch me as I defeat these enemies of Terra. Come on now. You may sleep alongside the souls of Terra for all eternity. And this is your 3rd boss. It is Kuja. So he also packs around about 42,000 health. I think he has slightly more than Garland, but there isn't too much in it. Again, he's weak to Man-Eater. Again, I'm going to try and steal everything he has. Your party doesn't get healed between these boss fights, by the way. You just have to suck it up and get on with it. He's trying to make me sashay away. So just a couple of things when fighting Kuja. He hits harder than Garland. He doesn't bother with all this status effect nonsense, he just rips your health from under you. He tends to use elemental magic, hence I mentioned the elemental defences earlier on. He also uses flare, as Garland did, so that does quite a lot of damage to a single target. One move that should probably be mentioned that he can use is Flare Star. This is a move special to Kuja. It does damage to each character equal to 40 times that character's level. So if you are level 50, you take 2,000 damage. So Kuja as a boss, if he uses that move a lot, it's hard. It can be harder to sort of grind past him because the stronger you get, the more damage Flare Star will do. For this reason, you don't want to use Reflect. Don't cast Reflect on your characters, don't use Auto Reflect as an ability. He has an irritating habit of using Flare Star if you do, and Flare Star goes straight through Reflect anyway and just wrecks your face. So I'm going to try and steal everything he's got once again. Demi does a percentage damage, percentage of your current health, so it can't actually kill your characters. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same as last time, so we're just going to wail on Kuja and see what we can do. Let's heal Vivi up a little bit. Here we go, have some hit points, Vivi. Ha ha ha! Raka! You call that an attack? And he mocks you throughout the entire battle, by the way. Missed. Missed me, now you gotta kiss me. Come here, lover boy. So again, I've just got Dagger on standby. This is a useful thing to do in boss fights, so that if you need a last-minute healing, she is capable of providing. Lazaga at his face. So there's the thunder magic that Kuja has a habit of using. And stole Carbini Mail! Yay! And just grind him down. He's not too hideously difficult. If you're not prepared for these bosses, you don't know they're coming, I would honestly say the dragon is probably the hardest of them. Just because if you're not prepared, he hits like a truck. Steiner took a Thundergut to the face. Oh no, 737 damage. Whatever shall I do? Thundergut! Return magic! Thundergut! Yay, return magic. Occasionally he's useful and funny. When Vivi goes into a trance, he gets double cast. No. No, return magic does not take up his MP, by the way. Fair question. Demi! Percentage damage. Oh no, Steiner loses 1200 hit points. He'll regen them back. Raga. Couldn't steal anything. Oh, Zidane, come on. Stop being rubbish. Thundergut. Trying to avoid Flare Star, hence not using Reflect, as I mentioned earlier on. Return magic, Thundergut! Ah, I do find it funny. Where's Drain? There's Drain. Couldn't steal anything. Come on, Zidane. You've got Bandit and Master Thief equipped. Come on. Demi. Return magic. Demi's, by the way, Demi, I know it does percentage damage, but it doesn't work on bosses, as funny as that would be. When I first played this game, I assumed it did. No, alas. Let's throw a Thundergut at his face. Couldn't steal it. Oh, come on, Zidane. Jesus Christ. You're just going to turn up and kill steal again, aren't you? Same as you did last time. Couldn't steal anything. Demi! Return magic! Demi! Oh dear. No, hit Vivi more with Thundergut, it's funny. Speaking of Thundergut. There we go. We're chipping him down. Couldn't steal anything. Zidane, you suck. Cure. And Steiner, yeah, another physical attack. Let's see if Osmose is going to work on him. Now, this fight would be a lot harder if I didn't have auto-regen. Because then my healer would actually have to, like, do things. I could probably have gotten through this fight without a dedicated healer, if I'm being honest. No, Osmose isn't going to work on him. Fine. Because the only thing Dagger's really doing is just restoring any hit points lost by Vivi, who does not have auto-regen. But Vivi's just gone into a trance, which will be funny. Fraga. Blizzaga. And his hat goes all pointy. He is indeed a big boy. Return magic, Thundaga! Oh, for goodness sakes, Zidane, you suck. You are just gonna kill Steel, aren't you? I can see it coming already. Thundaga! Oh no, whatever shall I do? Is it on? Oh no! Dagger, whatever shall you do? And a couple of black magics from Vivi. Is this guy gonna die? Oh, am I gonna beat him before I get... Yep. Taken down before I could steal everything. Never mind. Ugh. It's not like he's got any unique items. The time is now. Vivi's not the only one who goes into a trance this battle. I'm a beautiful butterfly! This is the power of trance! And he finally gets his tail out and starts levitating. I'll show you my true power. You never got to see Flare Star. Ultima! The only person in the game capable of casting that spell. So yes, you get to the end of the boss fight and he ups his power level. Fantastic. Yes, this is the power I've longed for. The mighty power of souls. They assault any threat that tries to destroy them. What do you mean? It's trance, you know how it works. But a normal trance won't be enough to defeat you. You're all as resilient as Oglops. Even tiny Moogles possess the power of trance. When I saw that in Gulag Volcano, I came up with a plan. It was easy, I just needed to borrow the power from wretched souls that can't die. Where did I acquire it? It was the Invincible, or should I say, that large eyeball in the sky. The ship sucked up the souls of Madain Sari, the Aether Tree, Alexandria, to feed upon them. When it fought Bahamut at the Aether Tree, the Invincible drew in a powerful spirit. Can you guess to whom it belonged? No. That's right, it was your mother's soul, a wretched soul that clung to life to the bitter end. Souls trapped inside the Invincible welcomed me with open arms. They were fed up with being your prisoners, Garland. So, Master Garland, you are no longer needed, and after you've worked so hard, I shall rule Terra and Gaia with my unconditional love from now on. What will you do with such power? Master Garland, you of all people should accept defeat gracefully. Ah! Yeah, it comes after all that. The mage kicks the other mage in the... I assume it was supposed to be stomach, but it looks like he's nuts. How sad. Any last words? Your power is meaningless. That guy liner makes you look like a hipster! A gay hipster! What? No! Kick. Ah! Now it's your turn. Should I kill you quickly to show my appreciation for all you've done? Or should I kill you slowly and painfully to show you my love? Oh, I've got a great idea. How's this? I'll make you pillars for my castle. You'll all decorate my castle as a symbol of my eternal kingdom. How do you like that? No, never. You could never build an eternal kingdom. That voice, Garland? Did you leave something behind? Do you think a defect like you could last forever? What do you mean? I built you to last only until the worthy genome, Zidane, grew. It was too dangerous to let you last any longer than that. What are you saying? There's a limit on your life. You'll be dead soon. Even as I die, you'll have died without ever leaving your mark on the world. What an interesting lie. You're telling me that my life will end soon? Nice try, Garland, but I won't fall for your silly tricks. Garland? Garland? Answer me! You were created to destroy. You are immortal. Immortal? I'm finished? I don't believe you. Why would I believe such a silly story? You're telling me that I'll die soon now that I'm more powerful than anyone. I'm gonna die? Lose my soul? What comedy, Zidane? Isn't it hilarious? I'll die just like the Black Mages I so despise. I single-handedly brought chaos unto Gaia, but in the end I'm nothing but a worthless doll. Kuja? Kuja? I won't let it happen. I won't let this world exist without me. Yes, here we go. Kuja, I can't believe him. Zidane, we've got to get out of here before the tower collapses. But how? We need to carry the injured out too. Let's steal Kuja's ship, the Invincible. It's at the bottom of the tower. Oh yeah, but... Alright, you guys head for the ship. Huh? I'm gonna rescue the genomes. They're victims! I can't just abandon them. I'm coming with you. Dagger? I don't want you to leave us again, so I'll keep watch over you. Okay, we should be able to go back through the warp gate on the other tower. Dagger and I will head back to Brambal. You guys come get us on the Invincible. And there is nothing else for you to do other than run away! Flee! Retrace your steps and try and save the soulless genomes inhabiting Terra. Oh, the Invincible's down there. Kuja should probably have left, you know, a lock on it so that we can't break into it, but he seems a bit distracted. Looks like a teleporter leading to the upper levels. It might take us back to Brambal. Duh! What's wrong? Behind you. They're just eyes. It's okay, let's go. Just eyes? How very bold of you. Dagger? Yes? About what happened earlier. What is it, Zidane? Oh jeez, I feel like I'm being watched. Just say it, we need to hurry. You came to my rescue, right? And, what you said to me, it made me really happy. Yay, 16-year-olds trying to deal with emotions. Zidane? How can I say this? Thanks. Yeah, go figure. Hurry, hurry! This dinky old tower's gonna collapse any minute. Amaranth never runs, he walks. And Queen is just Queen, a destroyer of worlds, so she don't care. I know find good food on Terra. Maybe I eat eyeball over there. Queena, hurry up or you'll be left behind. I happy we leave, no good food anywhere. I love Queena. I think we're still okay. Let's evacuate the genomes. You have no real agency as a player in this. This just unfolds automatically. You're just having Zidane run from place to place. Which is a little bit of a shame, but go figure. They wanted some exposition, I guess. Zidane, let's split up. Yeah, I'll go this way. We'll meet up when the Invincible arrives. Notice the treasure chest, by the way. My gosh, this ship is enormous. Amaranth only walks and he still kept pace with them. He's a badass. Judging from our current position, I believe the bridge is that way. Yes, judging from our current position and your astute awareness of the layout of alien ships. Deus Ex Steiner to the rescue. Hold it, where's Queena? Ah! Are they late again? Queena's doing Queena things. Ho ho ho, I arrive! I warp inside from bottom of ship. Why were you underneath the ship in the first place? Save it for later. We must get the ship moving. Well, there is a giant eyeball on the bottom of the ship, so... I reckon Queena was going for some tasty nommies. Maybe that's why when you get the Invincible you can't use the Mega Death Laser. Queena ate it! God damn it, Queena! What are you still doing here? We need to evacuate. What's the point? They're only empty vessels. Stop talking like that. Do you really believe what you just said? Unlike the rest of them, Garland gave me a soul, that I might replace you and Kuja. But Garland is dead. Terra will soon be destroyed. What's the point? I asked myself the same question. Did you find an answer? No. But maybe the point is to just try. It's going to be hard, but I've got my friends. It isn't so bad. Hey, what's your name? Huh? Garland gave you a name, didn't he? My name is Makoto. Makoto, huh? That's a nice name. A lot of people are going to call you that from now on. You have to find the answer for yourself. It'll be hard, but you can do it. Let's go to the new world, Makoto. There you can find your answer. Dagger, where's Zidane? He'll be here any minute. He's looking for the last genome. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Zidane, sorry I'm late, but now we got everyone. Everyone on board now. We must leave immediately. No, it doesn't probably sink into the ocean. They didn't leave the handbrake on. They're not stupid. We made it. Yes, we managed to escape from Terra, but... What's wrong, Freya? Well, I was talking to Amaranth about it earlier. You don't think this is the end, do you? You talking about Kuja? Do you really think he perished with Terra? Even with his power, it's hard to believe that he'd have escaped unscathed. What do you think, Zidane? What will Kuja do next? He'll probably try to destroy Gaia. But how? There was one thing Garland said. Something about a tree that serves as a gateway of souls between Gaia and Terra. That must be... yeah, it's the ether tree. Everyone! You must come look. Come with me. What's up, Steiner? Can't you just tell us? It would be faster to come see it on the bridge. Actually, it wouldn't. You could say it in about 4 words. No, it is not Kuja on the tree. Na 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 na. No, it's not that. What's up? They're just clouds. It's not a normal cloud. What? Let's lower our altitude and see. Don't you see? Our altitude is not very high, and this is all we can see. Then what could it be? It's mist. It's what black mages are made out of and what used to cover the mist continent. The mist has covered all of Gaia. Why? How? Kuja, what are you planning now? Thanks! They were uneasy at first, but I think they'll get along fine. There's no need to thank me. You've done us all a great service. It wasn't a big deal. Well, anyway, everything's going to be okay. Are you sure it's okay for them to stay here? Of course it is. So this was Vivi's idea? Yeah. He wanted the genomes to start their new lives here. We're similar in many ways. Maybe we can understand them better, and they might open up to us. Right, he also said, if you guys can get along with the genomes, maybe humans and black mages can live alongside each other someday. Like you and Vivi. I didn't even know if I truly understood him until recently. We'll take good care of them. Your friends are our friends. Thanks. Is this a monster? He's a chocobo, not a monster. He's called Bobby Corwin. Oh, you gave him a name. Yeah, Bobby Corwin. Isn't it a great name? Sounds great. Bobby Corwin, huh? I think Bobby Corwin likes you too. It won't bite? Oh, come on. He's just a little baby chocobo. Bobby Corwin! No, come back here. Wow, I think Bobby Corwin really likes our new friend. Can't you just call him by his first name? And thus the chocobo Bob was born. Why do you display these items? Why? For the customers, I think. What are customers? Well, they bring money and they hand the money over to the shop and then... What is money? Money is... Why you care about small things? World very simple place. World only have two things. Things you can eat and things you know can eat. Does the water here ever stay still? Water flows, doesn't it? The water of Branbal was always still. Hey, did you know that time flows just like water? So water and time both flow in Gaia. Looks like they're off to a good start. Huh. It's like watching kids play. It's not their fault. They've only just begun to live their lives. Can lost time be recovered? I don't know. But there's only one thing we can do. Of course. We must protect them from anyone who tries to take their time away from them. Ah, well, isn't that sweet? Princess, is this what you really wish? What are you talking about? Kuja must have done something in the ether tree to cover the world in mist. Do you not think it wise to consult Regent Sid before the final battle? Kuja probably plans on destroying Gaia. If I go to Limblum now and tell the Regent about it, it might cause a panic. I'm sure everyone is apprehensive about the reappearance of the mist. I need Uncle Sid to protect Limblum right now. Indeed, we must defeat the enemy on our own. Even if we go back to Limblum to get equipped, please don't tell Uncle Sid about our plans. Are we ready? Yes, let's go. You haven't got a chance. You saw Kuja's power. He destroyed a world by himself. You don't even have 1,000,000 chance of defeating him. You'll all die. Wow. I love the response. After all that, one of the black mages just says, wow, this girl knows lots of difficult words. Doesn't she? She's a bit cynical, but take good care of her, will ya? Her name is Makoto. She's kind of like my little sister. What? Makoto, listen to your big brother and make some friends. How silly. We might be desperate insects to Kuja, but I'll show you how powerful we can be. Even a fly lives for a day. I don't think that's what Zidane meant. Let's go to the ether tree. We won't let Kuja have his way. And once again, you have an opportunity to form a party. And I am, given what I'm going to do, we're going to throw... Well, okay, so you start off with Queena. You can swap... Sorry, you start off... You don't start off with Queena. You have to take Zidane. You start off with Dagger, but you can swap her out. I'm going to keep her because she's a lower level than Ico anyway. I'm going to take Queena because I'll be going to eat some frogs again. And... that'd be a heavy magical party. Let's go with Freya. There we go. And finally you get to regain control over events. It gives you a quick rundown of how to control an airship, but it's the same as it was when you had the Hilda Guard. The Invincible is bigger, and the sound effects are slightly different, but it's basically the same. It's a bit of a shame you don't get control of the Mega Death Laser, but go figure. So, I'm just going to save the game for now. Story-wise, we're not that far from the end, but there are other things to do in the process, and I think you can guess what at least some of them are. Can you say eating frogs? 'Cause I can. Hey, it needs to be done. And we also want to... yeah, there's plenty of side things that I'm going to be doing. For now, I'll leave this here. As our brave adventurers have managed to get their bums kicked by the main boss of the game and flee the destroyed world and make it back to their home where they started, except now everything's all a bit buggered up. Sounds like we've made great progress, guys. No, the map is the same, but now there are lots of locations that are marked on the map but you can't actually get into. So, Estogaza, for example, there are now routes from the Aoife tree blocking the entrance into the settlement. There's a number of locations. That's why I said before going to Terra, if there's anything you want to do at these places, go and do it. Shimmering Island, the place that we entered Terra into and then came out of, is also wrecked. That's where the portal is, but pay attention to its location on the map. That will become important for reasons that we'll get into at some point, but not now. Anyway, there we go. I'm going to call this video here. It is plenty long enough, and go and do some side things rather than continuing main story quest. Any important side things I will obviously show you, but I'm not going to make you watch me eat frogs and things again. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the series, those of you who watch it, and I will catch you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.